Hello everybody, welcome back to the Advanced Vape channel. Today we're going to be looking at the GRIFFIN 25 Plus, which is sort of a mashup of the GRIFFIN 25 and the GRIFFIN 25 Mini. So it kind of has a combination of all of GEEKVAPE's products together, which in and of itself is a mashup of other products that came out, because that's kind of what GEEKVAPE does. It takes good ideas from other products and puts them together. So I'll go on and take it apart and show you what I mean. So on this one, it has Kennedy-style airflow like the Tsunami, so two tubes in there. It has kind of floating posts like the Heracles rdta, and it has the wicking system from an rdta, or like the GRIFFIN 25 Mini. So it's kind of all of those mixed together. And that's sort of the big change between the GRIFFIN 25 and the 25 Plus, is that wicking style and those tubes, the Kennedy style airflow tubes. So in theory, it's going to increase wicking speed and kind of concentrate the flavor because of those airflow tubes instead of just one gigantic airflow there. As far as build quality and everything, it's pretty much consistent with GEEKVAPE. They're always made really well, machined well, and all the threads are smooth and all of that stuff. So I don't have any complaints as far as that is concerned. I've already got a build on here. This is our triple core fused, so it's 3 strands of 28 gauge wrapped with 36 gauge. And I'll go on and speed through the dry fire process really quick. And then we'll talk about wicking and move on from there. Okay, we're looking good there. And let's go on and talk about wicking for just a second before I get into it. It uses these rdta kind of wick holes, and they're both shared in this center space, kind of like the Heracles. So each side is going to be kind of packed up to block up those holes, and it wicks very much like the 25 Mini. So I'm going to go on and use rayon today, and we'll fast forward through the wicking real fast so you can see how I do it. Okay, so as you can see, I just kind of lightly put them over those holes. Sorry if it went out of focus there for a second while I was doing that. And now I'm going to wet it down and adjust kind of the final position. You don't want it to be packed too tightly up against the holes, otherwise it won't wick fast enough. But you need it to be kind of totally blocking those holes so that it doesn't leak. So I'm very much trying not to pack those holes, but to have it totally blocked. And you also want to make sure that the cotton is not overhanging the airflow holes. And the rest of this tank, as far as juice flow control and everything, it functions just like other Griffins. It screws on all the way, and then you kind of rotate it to open up the juice flow control. And this comes with a top airflow version, which is what this is. It has both bottom and top air, and the top is not indirect into the drip tip. It goes down and then back up the chimney. So there's like a little circle around the chimney, and it goes down to hit the coils and comes back up, just like the Griffin 25. But it also comes with a non-top airflow top cap. That's just a normal top cap if you don't like the top air. It also comes with a single coil adapter and all the stuff that you're kind of used to GeekVape products coming with. So we'll go on and fill it up. Okay, and we're ready to try it out. I'm going to go up to about 85 watts. And I'm going to have the airflow all the way open, and starting out I'm going to have the top airflow all the way closed, and we'll try it out and see how it is. I have the juice flows all the way open, and let's give it a try. And now I'm going to try opening up that top airflow and see if it helps the flavor at all. To me, it makes the clouds a little bit bigger, but the flavor is a little bit better with it closed all the way. So flavor on this, it's good. It's probably the best out of any GeekVape product, but it's not the best. It's not what I would consider able to beat the VCST or the Modfather, stuff like that. It's kind of very, very similar to the Griffin 25 Mini in the way that it feels. It just has that rdta feel to it. I don't really know how to describe it. I guess it's a little bit more more saturated, more moist feeling, more turbulent. I would rate this a little bit higher than the Griffin 25 Mini, but overall they're very similar. I think those Kennedy airflow tubes do make a little bit of a difference, and I think that you need a big build in there to really take advantage of it. I think if you were to just put a smaller build in there, it would get drowned out by the airflow, the same as on the Griffin 25. So it needs a big build and high wattage to really shine, which is what I have in here. Yeah, like all of GeekVape products lately, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's kind of just there. And for that price range, it's good. If you're willing to spend a little bit more money, I would go for something different. But if you like GeekVape products and you're looking for something in that price range, it's a really good fit, just like the Griffin 25 Mini is. It'll perform really well. Flavor in clouds is good, but I'm really not a fan of the top airflow. The only tank that I've used that really did top airflow well was the engine, and that's just top air. So the top air on this one is kind of a supplemental kind of thing. And to me, it does make bigger clouds, but it really drowns out the flavor. And it's most definitely not enough airflow to just use top air the way that the engine does. So you have to have bottom airflow with this. Otherwise, it's going to make you cough. It's just too tight with a big build in there. It might work with a smaller build or in single coil, but the build that I have in here, it needs that bottom airflow. Yeah, good flavor, but not great. Not the best, not the worst. It's just kind of there, and that I'm kind of at that point with GeekVape products. They're good, they're well made, extremely well made and machined and all of that stuff. But there's better stuff out there if you're going for flavor, which is kind of the boat that I'm in. I'm always shooting for more flavor rather than clouds or any of that kind of stuff. Ease of use and all that stuff, as always with GeekVape stuff, zero complaints with that. It's easy to build and wick and all of that stuff. So that'll bring us to the end of this video about the GRIFFIN 25 Plus from GeekVape. If you have any questions, leave them below in the comments, send me an email, and if you like this channel, give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks.